a lot of money will I be able to fully invest in my romantic relationship? Or when I finally get that promotion, will I be able to spend more time with my parents or my partner? Or when I finally lose that excess weight from my body, will I truly love and feel happy with myself? So if you are waiting to achieve a certain goal to feel truly happy and fulfilled in life, then you and I need to talk about the reality of fulfillment. So that's what this episode is all about. Hi and welcome back to Up It and another episode of the Actionables podcast. If you're a returning viewer or a listener, thank you. You know I appreciate you tuning back in. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Peyton. For content that can help you move toward your life goals, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon. That way we get notified every time we post a video, which is on every Saturday. And now let's get into this one. One of the biggest myths when it comes to pursuing goals is that only when you achieve your goals will you feel a deep sense of fulfillment. That is just not the case, because if you were to pursue your goals without being aware of the reality of fulfillment, then it's not going to help your cause and it's going to be far from fulfilling. Before we talk about the reality of fulfillment, let's talk about the illusion of fulfillment. Like what fulfillment is not. It's not more money or more love from another human being or more recognition at work. It is definitely nothing external. These are all frills. These are stuff that we want for ourselves, myself included, and there is absolutely nothing wrong in it. The trouble is when we start believing and relying on material stuff to make us feel a certain sense of fulfillment. That is when we fall into the trap of illusion. This illusion trap causes one to believe that material and monetary stuff alone will bring us fulfillment. It is a trap that many can fall into. It is for this reason that a lot of people do go ahead, make more money, and buy fancy houses and cars, and yet they feel that there is something missing. How else do we explain these very same people who have achieved their big goals, but they get hooked on to drugs or go in and out of rehabs, have miserable relationships, feel miserable, and may suffer from depression and may even end up committing suicide. Feeling fulfilled has very little to do with external stuff and with even the final outcome of your goals. So how do you make sure that you don't fall into this trap of illusion? And how do you still pursue goals in a deeply meaningful way? Before we get into that, let me know what will make you truly fulfilled. I'd love to know your thoughts. There's this all-time favorite quote of mine from Tony Robbins which says, "Success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure." Now think about that for a second. If there is a goal that you'd like to achieve, such as make more money or lose excess weight or buy something fancy, and you get so deeply involved in pursuing that goal that you put off feeling fulfilled, and then you reach that goal and you do not experience a sense of wonder and happiness, imagine how sad that would be. And I use the word sad because, for the lack of a better word, because that feeling of emptiness of having reached your goals and yet not experiencing deep, lasting fulfillment is worse than not having achieved your goal in the first place. So here's my suggestion. What if you were to pursue your goals in a way that you chase the experience of pursuing that goal rather than just wanting the final outcome? Now, this in no way means that you're less committed or serious about pursuing and reaching that goal. Instead, it means that you're more aware and you are pursuing that goal with full mindfulness and seeking to learn and grow and to have that experience, that you are choosing to have that experience of pursuing that goal and not so much just at looking at reaching the end result. So if you believe that you need to reach your goals in order to have a sense of fulfillment, then I'd like you to do this simple exercise with me right now. All it requires is for you to close your eyes. And close your eyes and think about a plate of lemons. Yes, lemons on a plate with your eyes closed. And now I'd like you to feel the juicy, tangy lemon in your mouth. Now open your eyes. There were no lemons, and yet you were able to literally taste them in your mouth. It is the same with your goals, with whatever you're trying to achieve. You can create that sensation, that feeling of how it would feel to reach your goals right now by simply closing your eyes and thinking about the realization of that goal. So the final outcome of your goals, that feeling that you want to have after you have achieved your goals, is something that you can create right now. The only thing left to do is to experience the process of reaching those goals. And there are only two ways of doing that, of having that experience. One is you can sulk throughout the journey, or second is you can really choose to enjoy the ride. The choice really is up to you. So here's a quick recap. First is be careful of the illusion trap and make sure that you don't fall into it. Second is there is a better way of pursuing your goals. Rather than seeking the final outcome, how about you concentrate on having the experience of pursuing the goals instead? And third is, however you're trying to feel, you can create that sensation, that feeling right now. The only thing that is left to do is to enjoy the process of reaching those goals. So I honestly hope that you'll consider these the next time you're pursuing your goals. If you want to know the exact steps to pursue a life goal, then we have made it simpler and created a checklist for you. Be sure to check that out. The link is mentioned in the description below. And that's my time for today. If this episode resonated, don't forget to like it and share it with a friend. I will see you next week. And meanwhile, remember, what you want matters, and it's really up to you to make it happen. Stay healthy and stay happy. I'll talk to you soon. See ya.